Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about some NBA news. I'm gonna go over all the NBA news. I was gonna do a NBA news video yesterday, but I just done the MLB, the Jaguars, Bears, the NFL MLB news, and then the first college basketball recap, and then the NBA. And then the other two NBA, the other NBA and college today, and then the MLB news. So go watch all of that if you haven't. So I didn't get all that self-promotion. Let's do the NBA news here. So, first thing I want to talk about is NBA.com and their updated rookie ladder. So let's get to the top 10 here. They have number 1, Chet Holmgren. Number 2, Victor Wembanyama. Number 3, Brandon Miller. Number 4, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Number 5, Ausar Thompson. Number 6, Keontae George. Number 7, Jordan Hawkins. Number 8, Derek Lively II. Number 9, Casey Lawson. Brandon Podziemski at number 10. Lively at number 10. I mean, I don't know about number 10. I don't know, maybe a bit higher. Lively was cooking Chet most of that game. I would have him much higher than 8. He's definitely maybe top 5. I mean, I think Jaime Jaquez has maybe been better. But Brandon Miller's been pretty good. Maybe not way better, but I think he's better. But he needs some proofs, even so does Brandon Miller. But pretty decent top 10 list. Jaime Jaquez is getting some respect. Derek Lively should be in the top 5 in my opinion. But yeah, that's the rookie ladder. So via Sirius XM NBA, talking about Chris Paul and referee NBA ref Scott Foster, quote, Chris Paul and NBA referee Scott Foster don't have to be friends, but you both have to go up there and do your jobs, period, end quote from Adam Silver. Scott Foster, he doesn't do his job. He throws games. I mean, maybe that is his job, so I guess he is doing his job. Like, man, Scott isn't doing his job. Adam Silver doesn't allow criticism. It's a one-sided thing with Foster. It's not both. This is all Scott Foster. It's not Chris Paul. Scott Foster's not doing his job correctly. Get him out of the league. He's very bad at his job. I guess Chris Paul's always hated Scott Foster. I mean, he's a bad ref. Can't blame him. Wasn't he part of that, thing in 2006 where Donahue or whatever the fuck his name is, called Foster, Martino, and the refs of that Grizzlies Memphis game? Wasn't he part of that on December 30th, 2006 from an initial report call log? It's a Netflix referee documentary or whatever. So I'm not trying to hear all that. It's people trying to defend Scott Foster. So Adam Silver, we also have some more stuff, is working on expanding the draft, NBA draft, to 2 nights. Not 1, but 2 nights. Quote, we're working on it, and it's something that we have to continue to work through our network, ESPN and ABC, which broadcast the draft, and then, of course, with the Players Association, quote, via Sirius XM NBA. I don't want to see this. Don't change something that isn't broken. I mean, I don't care to see two nights. But I think you're just asking for too much. I think Adam Silver wants all that money. All he cares about is money. I get it. But I get that. He wants to... It's a multi-billion-dollar business. But the 2 days for this kind of draft is ridiculous. And it's only 2 rounds. Like, I don't want to see one round on... I don't want to see the first round on one night and then have the second round the next night that nobody's probably going to watch. Like, this only works for the NFL draft because there's 7 rounds. Only make it 2 nights. If there will be 3 to 4 rounds instead of 2. It's fine how it is. Like, it's 2 rounds. Like, it doesn't need to be 1 round this night, 2 rounds the next night. Like, come on, Adam Silver. So the Knicks are looking to trade for a star, per at Shams Charania. the New York Knicks are monitoring the marketplace. They want to see if there's a star player that's available via Run It Back FDTV. This has been the case for the past 2 seasons, it's felt like, or maybe more than 2 at this point. Oh, the Knicks are going to try and look for a star player to trade for, and nobody goes there. This isn't even news at this point. Like, this literally just feels like old news every year. So, Jose Alvarado plans to give his $500K prize money to his daughters if New Orleans wins the in-season tournament. I ain't struggling financially now. Blessed to be financially good, so why do I need to add that extra load? Let that grow and let them have it. I ain't going to see it, I promise. I ain't going to touch it. That's a great opportunity to do that. A lot of people aren't that fortunate, but I am. I just want this game to keep me blessed, and I don't want my kids to worry about nothing. So he's going to give his if they do win the in-season tournament, he's going to give that prize money to his daughters if they win it. I mean, they might not win it, but they will win money for ringing the quarters and semis, so he's still going to give them the money that he gets, even if it ain't $500K. Still going to give him some money. So, Kenny Smith, I don't know, the NBA, inside the NBA thing, talking about the Knicks and pretty much the Magic and the Knicks. He basically said the Knicks don't have a better player than Paolo Banchero. Quote, Kenny Smith. Look, it's the Knicks for clicks. You can't fool me, NBA. I'm familiar with your game. But the Brunson disrespect must stop. Jalen Brunson exists. Paul's a good player, but I'm taking the way Jalen Brunson's playing this year. You guys mentioned the way Jalen Brunson's playing this year, yeah, he's better than Banchero right now. So we got some sad news. Per report, a 34-year-old fan tragically passed away at an in-season tournament game. I believe it was between the Kings and the Sacramento Kings and the Pelicans. I think it was a 34-year-old man, I believe. I think it said in the article, a heart attack. I believe it was like a heart attack or something like that, I believe. From the report we're getting into here, a fan tragically died after experiencing medical emergency. There was efforts were made quickly to save the fan's life, but it was unsuccessful. Tragically, the Kings, obviously, they issued a statement, and the victim was unresponsive when the medics arrived, and he was pronounced dead after, I believe, it says here 20 minutes. His name was Gregorio Greg Flores Breedlove. He was a student at the California State University, better known as Sacramento State. He was the victim. He was 34 years old. Yeah, this freaking sucks. He was diagnosed with arterial fibrillation months ago. Maybe that was but the official cause of death remains unknown. So, I don't know if it had anything to do with the death, but it really doesn't matter. It's just something. This sucks. Cause they had a freaking game too. I'm not sure if any of the players were aware. I would go over this top 35 ringers list of players in the NBA, but I really don't want to. It's 35 freaking players. And I don't want to spend like 2 minutes going over that. So, most points off screens this year. Steph Curry, 112. Klay Thompson, 111. Paul George with 50. Brandon Ingram, 47. Lauri Markkanen with 44. Kevin Durant with 43. Jokic with 40. Kispert with 36. Karl-Anthony Towns with 34. Or Michael Porter Jr. with 39. Karl-Anthony Towns with 34. So, Shams Charania said, I quote, I expect the Celtics to be active in the trade market as we get closer to February. Man, they have depth. Hauser's good and Horford is good. Outside of that, they can maybe use some more depth, but they still have Hauser, Horford, Pritchard, some good depth. So, I mean, they still have some decent depth, but they could definitely trade for some more depth if they wanted to. Tyrese Halliburton is now averaging 26.9 points per game, 11.9 assists per game, with a 67.4 true shooting on the season so far. He's a freaking superstar, in my opinion. PJ Tucker's last 9 games: 0 points, did not play, 0 points, did not play, 0 points, did not play, 0 points, 5 minutes, 0 points, 7 minutes, 0 points, 22 minutes, 0 points, 12 minutes, 0 points, 15 minutes, and 0 points, 15 minutes. They really ran a lot of cardio. Get ready to learn retirement, buddy. What's that freaking quote from Terry McLaurin? Ran a lot of cardio today? Yeah, it's PJ Tucker. So James Harden says Daryl Morey promised him a max contract. So you mentioned the financial part, and I was hoping you could clarify one aspect of that situation. Were you actually told by the secretary you had that deal coming? Yeah, a max? Yeah. That was said by Daryl? Yes. And 76ers dodged a bullet by not giving him the max. They dodged a bullet, not giving that big contract. So the Detroit Pistons are reluctant to hit the panic button and would like to see the roster jail per at Free P. The Detroit Free Press. Sources say Pistons brass is reluctant to hit the panic button. Many sweeping front office change looks unlikely for now, with three-fourths of the season remaining. There's time for the roster jail and fortunes to turn. Bogdanovich's return, and at very least should make Cunningham's life easier, give the team the firepower needed to be more competitive in tight games late. 17 straight losses and they won't hit the panic button. What's it gonna freaking take? What's it gonna freaking take? 2-18 won't hit the panic button, yeah. Okay. Quote, I will not be surprised if they dip their toe into Zach LaVine and see what his market is. At volume marks on the Detroit Pistons. Zach LaVine was gonna wake up this and be like, I'm tired of being a loser. This would be so random. That ain't gonna happen. Come on. He wants to be on a contending team, not a freaking losing team. But yeah, that's all from NBA Central here that I wanted to talk about. So we'll see if we have anything from Woj here. We have some news from the Warriors. Chris Paul and Andrew Wiggins are both probable for the game against Portland. Steve Kerr says they practiced and scrimmaged yesterday. So, looks like they're going to play tonight. Nothing from Woj. That's from Kendra Andrews. That's probably all we have, to be honest. So, yeah, that's really all to say. Ben Simmons received epidural injection to aid in recovery from lower back will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. He's been out since November 6th. Yeah, he needs to retire at this point. His back's cooked, I guess. Yeah, it's really all to say for this video. So, till next time, peace.